then when I finally graduated, I moved right to California,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to get into wholesaling real estate. And I noticed that, when I got in, it was a lot more stuff than I thought it was. And then I wanted to start flipping properties. And then, I ended up having to realize that, when you're building a business, you actually have to have some type of skin in the game. You know what I'm saying? You have to put your money where your mouth is. So, I got a job, and then, drop shipping came across me. And, I was learning from these 21-year-olds, same, like, around the same age as me. I'm 18 at the time. And they're like, yeah, I'm gonna teach you guys how you make, 7 figures selling, products from AliExpress. And I was just so inspired because it was just, you didn't have to spend too much money just to get into the business. It's $1,000 or 1,400. And, I got in, and that's pretty much how I got inspired into my entrepreneurship journey. Sure.
Mm-hmm. So how much money do you think, I always ask this, but how much money do you think you need to start on e-com? So in your experience, how much money did you start off with?
To be honest, bro, I think entrepreneurship is not really like an amount of money you need to invest. You just need a consistent amount of money coming in. You need cash flow. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a number, but it only becomes a number when you actually know what you're doing, because you know how much this is going to cost, that's going to cost, and then you can, okay, cool, it's $1,000 to get everything going. But when you just starting your business, you make a lot of mistakes. You're in a learning phase. You're going to spend a lot of money testing and trying to figure out what's work, so you can put together a working system. So I would just say, a consistent cash flow. When I first started, I started investing into my business working at Subway. I was making like a 9-to-5 job. All the money that I made from my job, I went back home, reinvested into my business every day, made some money, lost some money, made some.
So you said you use Subway as a way to kind of use that money from your income into your
Correct.
business. Okay. Now let's be real for a second. Is it still possible in 2021 to literally find a winning product through like a software tool and throw some Facebook ads and make some money? Is it that easy?
To be honest, it could be that easy, but it's the work behind it that it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? Like any product out here can sell. It doesn't matter. You just got to make it convincing enough to make somebody want to purchase it. You know what I'm saying? Now, products that are easy to sell are products that people, it solves some type of problem. And if you can, give a product to someone that someone needs, and you make them want it by, making enticing content and, convincing advertisements, then, you're going to make money. But that's where the skill comes in, learning like what type of content is going to work, photographers, content, working with models, what I'm saying? Then it's the analytical side behind it, which, goes into advertise. So it takes time to build these skills. So you're not really skilled yet. You're in the rookie stage. You're going to really be, spending a lot of time spending. But the only way you're going to learn is by spending money. So it's like, it's a work in progress.
Now, do you have a strategy where you look at a product and you want to create a brand around that no one else has? So you kind of like the first person to create a brand around that product, or do you find a winning product and maybe you have some like 5, 6 competitors selling that same product, but maybe you find a way to sell it even better or create better ads, for example?
I think in like today's time, I think, if you're looking to build your online e-commerce store and you're looking to like make some long-term cash, because you can like find products out there and you can, like build it up real quick, build a quick store and get it selling. But, products they go in and out, you know what I'm saying? So you really want to find something that's you want to live off, if a product just selling for 3 months and it just stops, then, you don't have any income anymore. No matter how much money, you don't have any income. You need income. So, what I would do is, what I do, I'm working with like, brands now. I'm working with like companies, but, what I would do is, I would find a product that, is long-term, that has longevity. Looking at the, analytics, one thing you can go to on AliExpress is you can, copy the link to the product and take it to the product diagnostics analytics, and you can look at how much money this product has been making over the last month, 12 months, whatever. So you can see the consistent amount of flow, customers that are keep purchasing. So what you would do is, I would focus on building a real brand around that product, right? Focus on building a real brand around that product. Building a business is not, you don't want to really rush it. You want to take your time with it. So what I would do is, I would, work on building a brand, coming up with a good logo, working on building a website, then I will work on, ordering, maybe 100 units of that product, and then start sending it out to influencers and getting your content back. And really just, that's how you really going to separate yourself from the drop shippers and the other competitors. Now you really look like a brand. So you are already eliminated out of that category as a drop shipper, because you didn't took the time out to really not just try to, take ads and take little videos off of YouTube and stuff. You really differentiated yourself because you have pieces of content that, number one, that you own. Because there's another thing, drop shippers are getting kicked off of Facebook because they don't own rights to all of the material. So I would really focus on really trying to build it and doing it long term. I wouldn't, try to build something up real fast and really differentiate yourself from the competitors by really putting in that work. So yeah.
I feel like there's two models. One is that you literally find a winning product and it can last for 3 to 4 months. Then once that's done, you gotta wait or find another winning product, restart all over, and do that over and over again. But I guess if you do think long term and one specific brand, maybe it can be slower. But the thing is that you can kind of build brand assets, brand equity, and building up those systems with those influencer marketing campaigns, and maybe having an email list and whatnot. And if you want to sell it down the line, you can have an exit strategy, but that's going to take a lot more work, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna. One thing it's gonna do is gonna take a lot more. Not necessarily work. It's gonna take work, but it's really gonna take some time. You know what I'm saying? It's not really like money. It's gonna take time. It's not you're gonna tomorrow you're gonna be making money. Then the next day it's gonna be you got to get the products. It's gonna take about 2 weeks to get it. Then once you get it, you got to reach out to some influencers. That's gonna take maybe a week to really get a list of them. Then you got to send it out to them. They can take 3 or 4 days. This whole process can take about a month and a half. But when you go to launch, it's going to work. It's not going to. You're gonna burn more money testing products than actually trying to put the work in to actually get them to work. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna burn your money.
So you validated your product idea through AliExpress because you said that through that you can see how many sales within that platform are being generated, right? And then through that number, you're like, you know what? Let me create a brand around this.
Yeah, that's one way. And also, majority of these products that you guys see on AliExpress, these are replica products of actual brands that actually have that real product. So if you can find a brand with that actual product and they're legit, 9 times out of 10, you can sell that product as well, but you just got to look legit, not drop shipping legit. That's not legit anymore. So you got to, go ahead and, put that extra work in, get some models, get some great, looking photos on your website, and then launch it. And boom, you'll be making money. Then with that drop shipping store, you can, make all the money you're going to make because you already got, access to vendors in China that can, produce thousands on thousands of units a day. So you can be making, $40,000, $50,000 a month, take that money, reinvest that money into some real products. Then now you got longevity for your customers, and customers will keep coming back because they're actually loving your products, really, because you put that time into the quality of the products.